Okay, if you're making $500,000 a year as a household, that's absolutely crazy. You are the top of the top, in terms of making income in America. I looked up the average household income, and that's $67,000. See right here, 50 to 90,000, and then right a little above that, you can't really see it, $67,521. So CNBC saying here's a budget breakdown of a couple that makes $500,000 a year, dramatically above average. You're living the best life. You should be living a great life with $500,000, even if you're in the richest areas, because I know cost of living factors come into play, and then you're trying to keep up with the Joneses or whatever. You're trying to make sure you're keeping up appearances and that you're not looking too poor around everybody else, right? Let's just run through this. Let's see if does this stuff even make sense. $50,000 a year and still feel average? Are they saying that this couple feels average? They interview these people. I'm assuming they obviously had to, right? 401k contribution. So they're maxing out their 401k. If you didn't know, 18 G's is the max contribution that you can have without doing the Roth backdoor IRA thing. Just the Roth backdoor, mega backdoor, or something like that, it's called. Look it up. But they're maxing that out. You're already better than the majority of Americans. 90% of Americans that aren't even using the freaking stock market in the first place. So we're getting past that. So yeah, a lot of people aren't even able to do this. So that's already a massive luxury they're not even seeing. That's going to set you up your upcoming years, like when you're 60 and then 65 and 70, when Social Security rises for the rest of us. They're getting set up for that. And then the salary after 401k contribution, because they're maxing it out, is the 464 grand. 40% tax rate. Okay. If they're in California and New York, they're getting, I swear, those guys are like 50%, 50 plus percent. With like state taxes and federal taxes, you're getting reeled over there. It's slightly bad, but you have all that, the additional stuff, the social stuff that they have in those states. So I'm assuming that's not where they're at. And especially, this is why these kind of couples too, they move to like Texas or Nevada or something, and then you don't have the state taxes and all that stuff. Put in the comments down below, like where you live and if you're not scared to like, oh, I'm making like $50,000 a year and then I'm happily living here, $6,000. And there was a study that says after 84,000 or 87,000, like nothing really changes that much from like a middle class perspective. So when you're talking like each person's making $250,000, like what? And you feel average? Dang. And that's the thing too. How are you gonna feel average when you're already contributing 18 G's to your 401k? That's already above average. I want the freaking percentage of how many people are even fully contributing to that, because that's already above average anyway. Who the hell pays $42,000 a year for childcare? What is that? Now I need to calculate this. I'm sorry. $42,000 divided by 12. $3,500 a month. Let's see, divided by 4. $875 a week in childcare for 2 kids. That sounds kind of right, honestly. That's not too bad. Then it's like, I'm assuming it's upscale childcare too, or maybe like private school too. Food for 4, $23,000 a year. That's kind of a lot. Mortgage and P&I, 60 grand. Home maintenance, 5 grand. Property taxes, that's gonna be a lot. Oh, so there it is. Yeah, $1.5 million home. Dang, of course your mortgage and PMI is gonna be. Why do they have P&I? Okay, it's not PMI. I'm assuming that they would have put down the necessary amount. It's like 20% down, and then you don't have to pay the private mortgage insurance or whatever. This is crazy too. It's just crazy. Like, how are you saying that these people feel average when they're not doing average things just by this statement? This statement alone says you're not average. Who's taking 3 vacations a year? My vacation is I go down to the beach. I'm in Virginia, and then I just sit there and go walk down the boardwalk. I'm not going anywhere. I guess maybe that counts. Does that count? Dude, that's a vacation. It's a full vacation. 3 vacations a year. And you're maxing out your 401k. That's not average. And you have a $1.5 million home. Literally everything about this is not average. How can you feel? So this is just like a mental thing too. You feel like you're average because you're like the people that are around you are like that. Come down to where we stay, come down to the hood, come down somewhere else where it's not. That is not the average. That is not the lifestyle. Car payment, BMW 5 Series, and Toyota Land Cruiser. These are kind of average. These are, I would say, average cars. They can get pricey if you get all the options, right? We're talking all the options, nav system, heat, cool, seats or whatever, steering wheel, the technology package, the sports package. But it's not an M5. So it's nothing crazy. Gas still standard. Car insurance. Is that $2,000 a month? It has to be a year. That's a year. Life insurance, $3 million term. Clothes for 4 people. In a year? 10 G's? Okay. Oh, here it is. Children's lessons. $12,000. What? Dude, that's a lot. Sports, I guess if you're buying like all the pads and stuff necessary, if you're like doing football. Piano lessons. Okay. So you got one kid in piano, one kid in violin type of deal. For 12 grand? Ugh. You can look up some YouTube videos and just manual tutorial that shit. I don't know about 12 grand on piano and violin. What? Out of your mind, man. Charity. Okay, whoa. What is this? Whoa, what is this? Charity, 18 grand? Dang. Okay, then they got the student loan debt. A lot of people have this, but they obviously don't qualify for Biden to pay that shit off. So miscellaneous, whatever comes up, we have 10 grand for that. So you know what I'm saying. What's left? $7,300. So they even still have cash left over. That's not too bad. They have cash left over after they have the miscellaneous, which is something that always comes up. After they go on the 3 vacations a year. After their 401k is already fully maxed out. Come on. Average though. That's average, guys. They feel average. That's definitely not average, but they feel average. This is the mental state. I feel like as inflation goes up, more people, we're getting crunched right now, because now these super rich people are feeling average, and then the actual middle class people are just getting crushed. And it's like, what is this space that we're in right now? This weird 2024 spacing that we have that's making our mental situations just all screwed up, and everything's going crazy now. Like, this stuff doesn't even, like, you should not feel average. You should feel blessed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm gonna see what people are saying. Yeah, it reminds of a USA Today article in 2020 saying that the market was bad as it proceeded to talk about a couple who had to hold off on buying a 3rd vacation home and a yacht. Yeah, interview somebody they don't want to interview somebody that's on like a middle class person. They don't want to do that. It's just gonna mess up their article. Yeah. Media rights, because they're corporately owned and operated, have incentives to make us feel bad about ourselves. Do you really feel bad? I don't feel bad about myself. I feel like we have the most realistic outlook, and we can clearly see that these people are more than privileged. So, I don't know. Yeah, $500K a year isn't a whole lot of money after they spend it all. Yeah, and even have to spend it all. Yeah, they still have money left. They have 17 grand left over, guys. After everything's already paid for, after the vacations. How many vacations are you taking? Put it in the comments down below. Maybe we just got to get our money up. That's what it is. We just got to get our money up. Yeah, my money's too low. Yeah. This is supposed to make us feel bad for a family of 4 living at a $1.5 million home, spending $2,000 a month on food, taking 3 vacations. I think that was $2,000 a year. This is like the yearly thing. Taking 3 vacations a year, fully funding the retirement, and donating $18,000 a year to charity. You guys are underestimating. Tell me this below. Because what I feel like is everybody's literally underestimating being able to put $18,000 a year away in your retirement account. You're not seeing the massive amount of people and the massive amount of like boomers and older generation, 60 plus, that do not have retirement accounts whatsoever. So you're not able to see the level of privilege that these people have right here. As all I can say is, I don't know, what it looks like is Social Security starting to dwindle down. You might not have it. Millennials might not have it. Gen Z might not have it. So that's why we're stuck grinding. That's why we're getting crunched right now. We're like middle class, lower middle class, or lower class. We're getting crunched. So keep pushing, keep grinding. That's all it is. Or we be like the French and then push for revolution or whatever. I don't know. Stop trying to raise our retirement age. Yeah, people we've been grinding this whole time. Tired, boss. Tired. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. I think the $500,000 a year and still feeling average is like what is that? That's You have a mental thing going on. That has nothing to do with reality. You should not feel average. You only feel that way because you've gotten too comfortable at that lifestyle point. That's what I'm feeling like. You need to go and get like a refresher of what real life is. Not this, I need to go.
We might miss our second vacation.
Like, dude. We need to make some more space for the third vacation. Like, what is going on? Anyways, guys, tell me what you think. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.